Welcome to Gusto News on Gusto TV Africa. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much for all that you do for us here at Gusto TV Africa. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares. Every quarter of contribution to the growth of the community. We say a very big thank you. You guys are the real MVP, guys. There's quite a lot to unpack in the news this morning, from successes to topping charts, to fan reactions, to from one advice and proving things wrong or right to the other, guys. Once again, welcome to Gusto News on Gusto TV Africa, and I am definitely your host. So let's get straight into the news for the morning, guys. First, we have I'm sure you guys already know, the talk of the moment definitely is Kizz Daniel. So Kizz Daniel finally dropped, we can call it the most anticipated EP of the year yet. It's finally dropped it, at midnight today, and fans have actually been, eating good on that one. You guys let me know in the chat box what you think about it, your thoughts about it, how you felt, or what you thought about it when you listened. Is it a good one? Is it the usual, Kizz Daniel like sound, or you felt that, oh, maybe this guy even experimented so much on this particular EP and project? And also let us know if you think that this EP is giving, a very good precedent. Like, the album might just be banging really hard than you might be expecting, guys. Now, with all things being said, Kizz Daniel dropped the EP Lemon Chase of the Uncle K. I can't even call him Uncle K. Call me Uncle K. That's what you should call me. So now he's dropped the most anticipated EP, guys, Lemon Chase, and fans have actually been seeing a very good one about that one. Now, this EP peaked at number 3 on the Apple Music Top Albums chart, and then I feel like, what? I can't stay too long on this number 3. People are not seeing me well enough. Then it went up to what? Number 1. So currently, the Lemon Chase EP is now the number 1 Apple Music Nigeria Top Albums chart, guys. Topping number 1, displacing Wizkid's Mariah to number 2. Like Mariah, you know what? Once they're on the number 2 spot first, I am coming back. And then let's go straight into the street of X to actually read out what some of you have been saying about this. Now we have Afrobeats Scout saying, as expected. Did you guys actually predict that, the EP was going to displace Wizkid's Mariah off the number 1 spot on Apple Music Nigeria Top Album charts? You guys let me know your thoughts about it in the chat box. And then we have King Bank saying, Kizz Daniel may top Apple Music charts and Wizkid tries to stay relevant, but Davido is the true king. Filling stadiums and dominating the music scene, no competition at all. This one is a huge take, like a serious take. Do you guys think that King Banks is actually right and correct with what he has said? Like, Davido, no competition for you. Or she just leave everybody to be in their, in their place and do their thing. You guys let me know in the chat box. And then we have Standard saying, let Fado enjoy for a week. This begs the question, guys. How long do you think Kizz Daniel can actually hold the number 1 spot on the Apple Music Nigeria Top Albums chart for? Like, how long do you think it can be there for? Picked at number 3, currently at number 1. All in less than 24 hours, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. How long do you think he can actually hold that position? And then we have Ano Send Your Baba saying, Wizkid think say it's a bit fan past Kizz Daniel. Oh, what are you insinuating? Are you trying to say that, the streams that made this EP get to number 1 spot was actually farmed? Like, was it farmed? Was it harvested? Was that what you're trying to say? Let me know your thoughts in the chat box, guys. I'm talking about successes, like I mentioned at the very beginning. We have Davido surpassing an estimated 9 billion global audio on demand streams across all credits. So let me explain this to you like you're in Premier 5. So now, 9 billion global audio on demand streams means that Davido's song have actually been listened to 9 billion times. Guys, you know what it means to be listened to 9 billion times? I mean, if every time we listen to a song, the artist literally has to sing. Right now, I don't think, most of our artists will be able to sing again, but we have, congratulations to Davido. And, I mean, this man is really up there just doing this thing. Then now we have Ifeanyi saying, we may not even understand how big this is, especially having his own song as his highest streamed on all major streaming platforms. He didn't lean on any shoulder to achieve this great one for Afrobeats. Are you guys sure? Are you guys agreeing with Ifeanyi, saying that Davido did not have to lean on any shoulder before achieving this? Let me know in the chat box. And then we have Rito saying, we don't need Drake glory for this side, 9 billion way. People just know how to be throwing shades, Sha. Because how are you bringing Drake into this conversation now? And then we have Davido has police. Now we have Davido police saying Nigeria is known for two things: crude oil and Davido. Psst, like that's all, crude oil and Davido. I mean, talking about Starship, this one is actually really serious. And then still talking about Davido, we've seen pictures and videos circulating on the internet of Davido meeting up with the biggest, you know, the one that just won the African football player, man. That's what I'm talking about. Lookman, guys. And then in the video, it's like fans are like, you know, what's wrong with the video? But then we're actually going to read that reaction. So, you know, it was seemed like they were on a music video set. The video was seen really excited, you know, holding a jersey that Lookman had actually just, you know, signed for him. And on the jersey, it says what? Baddest, my bro. Then his signature as follows, guys. So the video was actually really excited for this one, and then we had someone having something to say. But before we read that, we'll also talk about Zlatan. He's talking about an Afrobeat artist that doesn't just carry only his music on his head, also carries his brand. Now we're talking about the Zanku to the World clothing line, guys. This man is actually carrying his brand and his business on his head. Like, you know what? Nobody's going to hawk this thing like myself. So I will do it. It is me that will do it. Nobody will help me. I also saw Zlatan, you know, branding Lookman up in the ZTTW clothing, you know, the nice jacket. And like, you know what? You have to wear this. We have to take pictures. I have to sell my markets. Like, I have to sell my markets, guys. And then talking about fan reactions, we have Rufsi saying sometimes David Forget is one of the biggest artists out of Nigeria. He farms everybody. Do you guys think that this is Davido farming everybody, or man is just being humble and he's just doing his thing, or even trying to sell his music? You guys let me know in the chat box. And then he goes on to say probably going to stay relevant longer than his peers for his people's skills. So Rufsi is saying, you know what, Davido might just be staying longer and, you know, more relevant than every other Afrobeat artist because of the fact that he knows how to relate with people. Does this really determine, like, does it really determine? You guys let me know in the chat box. And then we have Word saying, ZTT, let's go. Talking about Zlatan and the man that actually carries his business on his head. Now, moving on, we have Burna Boy, ODG, Odogu himself. Now, Burna Boy has gone on to become the first African act to earn over 10 million equivalent album sales globally, guys. I mean, globally, this man. And then another album is on the way with no signs of weakness. The fact that Burna Boy has always been doing so great on his album. Talk about I Told Them, talk about Love Damini. I mean, man has always been doing, it's just been, talk about Twice As Tall. He's just been doing great. Like, you know what? I'm dropping the album. You guys are really going to love it. And then there's something about Burna Boy songs that just sometimes sticks. We've seen fans actually talk about, you know what? Burna Boy drops a song and everybody were like, but then he does what? Still that grows on horse. But you guys let me know if you feel the same way about, you know, Burna Boy songs, you know, his projects, his albums, everything, or even his collaborations. Now, talking about collaborations, we recently had one with Travis Scott titled Ta Ta Ta, and that one really hit, guys, according to the core fans, the outsiders. Now, talking about fan reactions, we have Ifeanyi saying, you may not like Burna's character. You may not like Burna's character, as not everybody would like yours, but nobody can deny his greatness. Of course, he doesn't claim perfection based on what it takes to be musically successful. He's the most successful African act as it stands now. It's not my fave, but I admire. I mean, Ifeanyi is going to say, Burna Boy is not my favorite artist, but I admire him, and we must agree to the fact that, you know, he's the most successful African artist. Do you guys agree with that? Let me know your thoughts in the chat box. And then talking about projects and songs, Burna Boy's Ta 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 featuring Travis Scott is currently ranking at the number 5 on Spotify Top Songs Debut UK. Like this, beating on the, you know, the Spotify Top Songs UK, and then at number 5. Do you guys see this song going to the number 1 spot anytime soon? And then we have Junior saying no sign of weakness. No Sign of Weakness album will further prove his status as the greatest African artist. We cannot wait for that album because the rollout for that one has really been huge. It has really been good. But really cannot wait for that one. Let's just hope, fingers crossed, that the album actually meets up to expectations. Now, moving on, talking about expectations, we have Wizkid. So Wizkid's Essence featuring Tems is now certified platinum in Canada, not once, not twice, but 3 times platinum in Canada. And as if that is not enough, we also have Come Closer featuring Drake, also certified 2 times platinum in Canada. Talk about certifications, talk about, Wizkid just sitting down, keeping quiet, but then his works keep talking. That's one person that you want to bank on to, always deliver, even in his quiet times, even when he's not saying anything, when it's very quiet. And now we have fan reactions. We have Helvy saying, Drake really helped this, bro. Like, whew. Do you guys really think that Wizkid cannot do these things on his own? Do you think that it's, because definitely we know that the certifications are coming from Essence featuring Tems and then Come Closer featuring Drake. Do you guys think that he wouldn't have gotten these certifications if he didn't feature, this other artists? And then we have Polito saying, carried by Tems, by the way. He can't even do a solo. It's such a wash and made artist. Who? That's actually hard. I mean, that's very deep, Polito. Wizkid is share. Tell any. Has Wizkid offended you before? Has he done that before? We're talking about hard work. We know Wizkid to actually, be doing that. Maybe in silence, guys, because definitely, even when he's not talking, his works, that they're really doing the thing, they're doing the work. And then moving on, talking about work, talking about an artist that has been accused to be an industry plant, and then, and he himself has come out to say, you know what, I'm the machine, I'm the industry machine. We're talking about Odumodu Black. So Odumodu took to his X account to actually express his joy and his, appreciation, saying 3 projects out today and the machine is well represented in all 3. Big shout out and thank you to my brothers for believing in the gospel of the machine. We have, we have Odumodu Black on the hippie that just dropped Lemon Chase. We have him on Fouls the Bad Guys new album, the Feast, and then we have him on Savage the Beast Melovia, guys. I mean, 3 projects, Odumodu representing well on them. But you guys let me know which of these projects you think Odumodu Black actually killed it the most, or is the 3 the same for you guys? Like, is the 3 the same for you? And definitely about this, we have Kuzman saying 3 drops on New Music Friday. No wuru melody, no singing, just bars, no noise from fallacy. I mean, is that what you guys really think about Odumodu Black, collaboration and his verses on the song? You guys let me know in the chat box which of the songs are currently doing it for you guys. And don't forget that today is Friday. And, let me know which of the songs you're going to be jamming throughout the weekend. And I still remain your host. I'll see you guys again. Bye.